Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also well. As you know that our regular classes are hampered and we cannot meet together because of the pandemic COVID-19 coronavirus. But our online classes are going on with the guidance of our school authority. So that you can minimize your loss done by this pandemic. So it's our advice to you to follow our regular classes and Shangsu TV classes regularly so that you can be benefited. Well students, in a previous class we have learned some basic topics associated with narration or speech, such as sentence and its classification, tense, person, pronoun and its forms. And I hope that you have learned and revised them at home very well. And today we will learn narration or speech in details. So let's start. Our today's learning outcomes are: students will be able to tell narration and its classification. Students will be able to explain different rules of changing narration. That means which rules will be needed for us to change a narration, a direct narration to indirect. So, well, let's start. Narration. What is narration? Narration is the method of quoting the speech of a speaker is known as narration. Simply, it can be said that the speech of a speaker is narration. That means whatever a subject of a sentence or the speaker speaks or says, his sayings is called narration. You know that narration or speech is divided into two classes. That means speech or sentence is of two kinds, such as number one, direct speech, and number two, indirect speech. Now we will learn what direct and indirect narrations are. Well, number one, direct speech or narration. Direct speech is when a speech is quoted in the actual words used by the speaker. It is called the direct narration. That means whenever the speaker himself speaks his own words, his actual words in his own way, it is called a direct narration. Indirect narration is when the speech is reported in the form of a narrative without quoting the speaker's actual words. It is called the indirect speech. That means whenever someone else tells or speaks the words of the previous speaker in his own way, it is called an indirect speech. Now we will learn different parts of a direct speech. As you know, there are two parts of a direct speech, and they are: number one, the part of reporting verb, and number two, the part of a reported speech. That means two parts are reporting verb and reported speech. Here I have given an example for your easy understanding. Here I have written, he says, I am fine. Look, here are two punctuations. One is comma and the another is inverted comma, and I have underlined the two parts. The last part of the sentence is I am fine. It is in the inverted comma and it is the reported speech, RS. That means reported speech, and RV means reporting verb. So the second part of the sentence is reported speech and the first part of the sentence is reporting verb. Well, how we can signify the reporting verb and reported speech? whatever or the sentence is in the inverted comma is called reported speech. That means whatever sits in the middle of the inverted comma, it is called the reported speech. And the another one, the verb with the subject and object sits out of the inverted comma, that is the part of reporting verb. So now second part is reported speech and first part is reporting verb. Well, now we will learn some basic rules that will be needed for us to change a direct speech to indirect. Number one, remember some things. In changing speech, we will have to change reporting verb, tense, person, etc. according to the demand. According to the demand, remember these words. According to the demand, that means if the sentence demands that the person, the verb, the tense is to be changed, then we will have to change them. And if the sentence doesn't, we will not have to change them. Well, number two, if the reporting verb is in present or future tense, then in indirect speech the tense of the reported speech will not be changed, only person will be changed. That means if the reporting verb, follow the example, if the reporting verb is in a present or future tense, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed. That means if the speech is in present tense, when we change it into indirect, it remains is in present tense. When the reporting verb is past form or past tense. For your easy understanding, I have written an example. Follow. Look, he says, I am fine. It is a direct speech. Why? Because here he is the speaker. He says his own words, his actual words in his own way. That is why it is a direct speech. And the second one is indirect speech. Why? Because here someone else, who the speaker, it is not signified. Someone else says the actual speaker's own words in his own way. So he says, I am fine. He says, I am fine. He says, here says is the reporting verb. So says is reporting verb and it is a present form or present tense. So we read that if the reporting verb is present tense or future tense, the indirect speech, the tense of the reported speech will not be changed. Here I have written it into indirect, that he says that he is fine. Look, here I am fine is present indefinite tense, and whenever I have made it into indirect, it is kept into in present indefinite tense. That means I am fine is a present indefinite tense and he is fine is also present indefinite tense. Why? Because the reporting verb was in present tense. So the tense of the reported speech will not be changed here. Number two, if the reporting verb is in past tense. So students, look, rule number 3, if the reporting verb is in past tense, then in indirect speech, the tense of the reported speech, RS means reported speech, will be changed into corresponding past tense. That means whenever the reporting verb is in past tense or past form, the reported speech will be changed into corresponding past tense. That means if the reported speech is in present indefinite tense, it will be changed into past indefinite tense. If the reported speech is in present continuous tense, it will be changed into past continuous tense. If the reported speech is in present perfect tense, it will be changed into past perfect tense. But remember, if the reported speech is in past indefinite tense, then it will be changed into past perfect tense. Okay? So look at the example. He said, I do the work. He said, here reporting verb is said, and said is a past form. So the reporting verb is past tense, and here I do the work. The speech is in present indefinite tense. So whenever we will make it into indirect speech, it will be such as he said that he did the work. Here I do the work is present indefinite. It has been changed into he did the work. That means past indefinite. Why? Because the reporting verb was in past tense. Example number 2, he said I am doing the work. Here also the reporting verb is said. That means past tense, and I am doing the work is in present continuous tense. So it will be changed into past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. That I have written it. He said that he was doing the work. That means it was past present indefinite. It has been changed into present continuous. It has been changed into past continuous because the reporting verb was in past tense. So like this way, if the reporting verb is in present perfect or another else, it will be changed whenever the reporting verb is in past form. So students, that's all for today. Hope to see you soon on another classes. And our today we have learned what I hope you can tell. You will be able to tell the narration and its classification. You will be able to explain different rules of changing narration or speech, and I hope you will read and practice them in your home. So stay at home, stay safe. Hope to see you soon. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Thank you everyone.